Be legend. Let this day be legend. This is a very honest game.
Yep. Gosh. Gosh dang it. I love it. Oh, I love that. Actually funny. That's actually really good. I love that. Oh, I wasn't working on it.
Oh.
But I'm on like 5,000 though.
5,000?
Yeah.
You've only done what, 3,000?
All I gotta do is just all of 2023, all of 2024, and then whatever of 2025 is left.
Yeah, but that's still 5,000 people, right?
Yeah, but I can still do it. Easily. It'll take a while each day. I'm not gonna deny that, but 7. Whatever the crap.
Woot woot. Ugh. Today we are starting this game now. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry. Ah, there we go. And uh but yeah, either way. So far we are doing a yeah, I'm still here. Either way, it seems to be in Peacock. The Dallas versus Atlanta game. What Dallas versus Atlanta game? Oh, let me see her in the schedule. Maybe it was like a game I was Dallas versus Atlanta. They had a game. Oh, I wasn't there. I mean, I kind of said it in advance though that I wasn't going to stream the 7 or 8 game because I was busy with something else. So yeah, that's why I didn't stream that one because I wasn't there. I literally told him like several hours in advance I wasn't going to, and no one bothered to step up and stream the game. So, well, it's not really my problem. So, what team do you play for? I don't play for a team. I have no one. I mean, maybe I'll play in the future, but it's definitely not in the cards right now. Oh, whoops. What position would you play? I mean, I do play a little bit of pro leagues, but I haven't really played a Football Legends League game. I mostly play tight end and defensive line. Sometimes I play offensive line, but I'm more specialized as a tight end. But I'm like really freaking good at defensive line. Like probably one of the best, I would say, if I played. But yeah, Giuди is going to be the quarterback for Cincinnati. Apparently, reportedly, he was on the Bears, but then the Bears disbanded because their FO is inactive as heck, regardless if it's his fault or not. And yeah, so the Bears pretty much disbanded. And now we don't really know what's going to happen next. All right, now the GD's got to find a way to play here. Oh, okay, he's resetting the play. I told you I was busy. I don't need to tell you my personal life, but I know I just had some just know I had some personal meeting for work and stuff. I, I don't need to freaking question you. I don't need to freaking answer you again. No, not really, and I don't really care. Like, speaking of which, that was a touchdown. Well, good for you. Either way though, that's a touchdown to Snaples from Cincinnati, and here we go. This is a Week 7 game, if I recall correctly. I don't really want to tell you that of what I do outside of streaming. I feel like that's a bit personal for me. No, nothing personal. It's just kind of how it is. But I'd rather keep as much of my personal life as private as possible. That's just kind of who I am. But either way, Will gonna be rolling a little bit left here. He's gonna try to find the right fold here to Kame, I think. Did I spell that right? Or did I say that right? Either way, though, that's gonna be an easy first down for New Orleans, but uh oh, here we go. Will in a little bit of trouble right now, thanks to the Cincinnati defensive line, but thankfully he's gonna find Hall of Fame Void. And he's gonna get a good 15-yard gain out of it. And now here we go. I mean, so far, Will hasn't been doing too bad so far this game. except nearly throwing it to the Cincinnati defense, but thankfully it was incomplete. But either way, Will going to be looking around. Oh, and he's going to get sacked instantly. Oh, I wouldn't say instantly, but he's going to get sacked extremely hard. And just like that, that's a 3rd and 56. That is definitely not ideal. And unfortunately, and thankfully for Cincinnati, that is going to be a punt despite Gustavo catching it on the check down. I mean, so far, Cincinnati is currently in the driver's seat at the moment. But let's see if they can keep their lead, or I wouldn't say keep their lead, but extend their lead. Yeah, totally what I meant to say there. But either way, going to be a walk there to Oxy. But either way, Oxy gonna get a touchdown there. And just like that, Cincinnati is up 12-0. I mean, so far, Cincinnati has looked absolutely dominant so far this quarter. Just nothing really New Orleans can do about it at the moment. For some reason, New Orleans has 7. So if I was the ref, I would definitely keep an eye on Cincinnati's quarterback, but so far they haven't really needed to run it on offense. Ah, man. But either way, that ball's going to be overthrown there. But either way, Will's going to have to find a way to get a score here if they want any chance to take this lead back. So far, I don't think it's really going to get any easier for him. But thankfully, Chucky able to find the right fold on the first down. I mean, so far, Will has been doing pretty okay outside of that crazy major sack that may have costed him the first drive. But he has been playing pretty okay. Was looking for the LS there, but nearly picked off there by Cincinnati's defense. I mean, so far things have just things have not been looking too pretty for New Orleans, but Kame is gonna find the way to get the fold around the hashes. That's another first down. If New Orleans can at least keep the ball rolling, they could probably eventually score here. He's gonna try to find the streak. Unfortunately, he was double covered, and was overthrown. I mean, that was a pretty hard touchdown to get either way. But let's see what New Orleans has in store here. He's going to try to look for the streak on the left edge, but unfortunately, just going to be incomplete once again. And now it's a 3rd and 15. This is where things get a little bit weird in these kinds of situations. And Will going to get sacked again. His second sack of the day. Or game, I guess. And that's going to force another punt for Cincinnati. Sorry if I'm a little worked up today. I'm just a bit tired. But either way, GD. I will say though, GD has been looking pretty solid so far at quarterback for Cincinnati. I'm not gonna deny that. But either way, gonna be incomplete there. On looking for the right fold, but nobody home. GD's gonna try to look for the left fold around the left hash, and it's gonna be Oxy, gonna be the one to get the catch. I mean, so far, things have been looking pretty bright. And here we go, Snaples. Oh, okay, something weird happened to Snaples' dive, but thankfully he is okay. And Snaples gonna get another walk. So far, these have been pretty hard to stop in the Football Legends meta, considering it's cover three triple safety, and that leaves a lot of stuff like that wide open around those gaps. But either way, GD gonna be looking around. I mean, with New Orleans. Okay, well, New Orleans defensive end on his tail. He didn't have a lot of time, but thankfully he is able to weave away from it. But keep in mind, he cannot run. And he's gonna be in Benmos. It's gonna go back to real purplify. And just like that, that's a touchdown. And another one for Cincinnati. I mean, so far, this has just been complete dominance. From Cincinnati for sure. Just left the two completely wide open, was just caught off guard from the lateral play. Well, that is going to be a blocked PAT technically, so that's not really going to go anywhere. And Will just going to dive it out of bounds. Nothing too risky here. Oh, and here we go. Will going to be looking for the right fold again. He's going to find Chucky. Thankfully, that definitely could have been a lot worse of a outcome. But either way, Will, all right, on his last play of the first quarter, let's see what's going to happen here. Uh-oh, there might be a wide open streak, and he's going to get it to Chucky. And just like that, New Orleans is on the board. I mean, that might have been a toss-up, but it was definitely a favorable one for New Orleans if it was. I mean, just a really good passing catch overall. I can't really complain about that. Just a really good catch. But either way, Will, unfortunately, since 2-point conversions do not count, it won't really matter regardless. But either way, quarter one, gonna return to himself, but doesn't really get super far with it. Okay, that should have been the second quarter, but either way, it's gonna give it to Snaples here on the walk. Cincinnati has definitely been very annoying with these as of late. It's gonna be to Oxy instead on the hitch. Again, this is just really grinding New Orleans defense's gears right now. And oh, it's gonna be popped. New Orleans defender was able to read it. Somewhat, but either way, I will admit it was a pretty good defensive option. But GD with just plenty of time just to throw it to whoever he wants. Uh-oh, that could be interception. Somehow both the receiver and the DB missed it. And that's going to be a 4th and 1. Remember, they can't run it. If they run it, it's a turnover. That's going to be, all right, you can't force. Yeah, make it like a 4th and 11. I do not have admin, so just make it like to go be like 11 or something. There we go. I don't know if that's exactly the field position, but it's fine. Either way, though, Giedi on a 4th and 11, that's definitely not super ideal for this Cincinnati defense. But either way, it looks like he's going to try to look for the fold here. Unfortunately, it's going to be overthrown, and that's a turnover on downs. That is exactly what New Orleans needed here to come back. And it's going to be a fold to artificial, or that was probably a tiny streak too. Either way, just I don't really know what the deep left was doing there. Like, he just completely missed. And just like that, artificial drag just going to get another touchdown for New Orleans. And just like that, I think we might have a competitive game, ladies and gentlemen. And that's going to be no good. But either way, that's still a one-scoring game. But either way, I mean, you never know, though. It could be pretty close. But either way, it's going to try to be a walk there. Fortunately, not going to quite hit it there. But either way, it is going to be a 2nd and 15. I mean, that's definitely not the greatest field position for Cincinnati, or for where they are. And Giedi gonna get safetied. Just like that, they were baiting the double rush, but unfortunately, that ended up. Thankfully, Giedi ends up taking the bait, thinking it was the double rush, and that majorly affected him, and he got sacked for a safety. I mean, that's a pretty good genius strategy from New Orleans, but let's see if they can capitalize on it. I mean, Cincinnati still has the lead. So they need a pretty major play here like this toss. And he's going to get it. Are you kidding me? I-25 somehow gets the touchdown. I mean, he definitely should not have gotten the touchdown there. I mean, that's a pretty crazy blunder from the Cincinnati defense. I mean, the fact that Purplify didn't tackle him at all there. I mean, that was kind of a crazy play, but you can't really allow that. But either way, extra point is going to be good, making this a 3-point game. I mean, so far, New Orleans has found a way to bring it back. Somehow, some way. But either way, either way, Cincinnati is going to have to try to bring this back somehow. And here we go, Purplify, gonna get on the right fold. And here we go, Cincinnati is looking to try to bounce back with a score of their own here after allowing 21 points unanswered so far into this game. Perhaps this could be their first score in a while. We shall see about that. But either way, gonna be the locks on the check down. And he's gonna dodge and weed a couple defenders. Huh? Yeah, that's lag warning for sure. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro freaking lagged so hard there. What the heck? Um, yeah, that definitely won't be a controversial touchdown whatsoever. This does not matter regardless of who catches it. That would not have mattered. Okay, that was a pretty crazy jeez. Either way though, either way, Will gonna be backed up a little bit here. Going to look for, oh no. Thankfully that was not an interception, but I mean, it's good for Cincinnati either way because that's gonna force a punt from New Orleans, and just like that, that's just, man, this game is pretty, I will say this game's pretty interesting so far. I don't really hate how this game has been going. If I am being honest with myself. But either way, GD. Oh, and he's gonna find Snaples. Is he gonna get through just like that? No, unfortunately he is not, but he was about to though. I'm not gonna say he was close, or he wasn't close. But either way, GD looking to see if he can find another touchdown, and he's gonna give it to Oxy, and that's a touchdown there. What on earth is this game so far? Either way, Chucky going to try to return it. Doesn't really get too far with it, unfortunately. But so far, I'm really liking both of these teams' play here. I mean, I know it's a 7v8, and obviously New Orleans is at a bit of a disadvantage. However, it's really entertaining to watch still. Oh, and Chucky was able to get it, but unfortunately was popped before he could dive inbounds. But here we go, Will. Looking around, gonna try to find the check down to Hall of Fame Void, but Cincinnati able to read it instantly. And now we got a 3rd and 13. This is not gonna be ideal if Will is not able to convert. And Will gonna get sacked for a safety. I have no idea what Saints offensive line was doing there, or New Orleans offensive line was doing. I mean, he did hold on to the ball for a really long time, but I have no idea what that New Orleans offensive line was doing. He just stood there. But either way, it's going to be Cincinnati's ball with 1 minute left. And keep in mind, if Cincinnati does take their time here, they could potentially double dip here for a touchdown because they do get the ball at the second half. Wait, actually, no, they don't. My bad. I meant to say no, they don't. It's going to be New Orleans. Wait, what? Huh? Huh? Okay, well, if something happened. Um... what happened? What the heck? Okay, let me see if I can look what happened here. Here, let me see if I can get anything. Oh, is that what happened? GD got banned? And, uh... So I guess GD was banned on an account or something for Football Legends, and I guess he got snitched on? Oh, okay. Yeah, so I guess GD got banned at some point, and I guess like banned players aren't supposed to play in CFL, so I guess that's what happened. So yeah, unfortunately the game is over, and it's likely going to be a New Orleans FFW or a forfeit win. But yeah, I mean the game was kind of enjoyable. It was kind of competitive, so I mean I'm not too mad the way it ended, but it's all right. Either way, I don't really have else much to say about it. I mean the game wasn't really over, so it's kind of a bit weird to see a game ends like that. But thank you guys for watching though. It was very fun having y'all around. But I will see you guys later. Wahoo!